Once suspected of being cancelled, China's CH-7 stealth unmanned aircraft successfully conducts its maiden flight on December 15th after years of appearing only as a static model at aerospace exhibitions. This maiden flight was not merely a routine technical test, but a clear signal that China is becoming increasingly serious about equipping itself with a new generation of drone platforms specifically designed to penetrate the most high-risk airspace without deploying pilots or high-value manned aircraft. China's state television broadcaster, CCTV, reported that CH-7 successfully conducted its first flight and demonstrated performance consistent with its design as a long-endurance drone with relatively high speed and pronounced stealth characteristics. In the report, the CH-7 was described as an unmanned aircraft capable of operating at high altitudes for extended durations while maintaining a low radar signature. Its primary mission is clear: supporting ground surveillance, intelligence data collection, and communication functions in complex and threat-intensive operational environments. Following this maiden flight, the CH-7 will enter a subsequent testing phase that includes verification of flight performance limits and validation of its onboard sensor payloads. The CH-7 is part of the Kaihong, or CH, family, a line of unmanned aerial vehicles developed by the China Academy of Aerospace Aerodynamics under the umbrella of the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, CASC. The CH family is not an unfamiliar name in the global military drone arena. For more than a decade, this series has been one of China's most aggressively marketed drone products on the international market, serving both military and domestic security needs. Various earlier CH variants have been used for armed defense missions, border surveillance, and precision strikes, and have been operated by numerous countries that face difficulties acquiring Western-made armed drones due to political constraints and export regulations. However, the CH-7 occupies a different class altogether. The aircraft was first introduced to the public in 2018 at the Zhuhai Air Show. At that time, a full-scale model was displayed and immediately triggered widespread speculation. Many analysts assessed the CH-7 as China's response to the United States' long-range stealth reconnaissance aircraft, particularly the RQ-180, whose existence itself remains highly classified. The appearance of the CH-7 at Zhuhai was widely viewed as a signal that China was developing a drone not only for regional conflicts, but also for great power competition scenarios. Following its initial appearance, the CH-7 seemed to disappear from public view. It wasn't until the Zhuhai Air Show last year that the airframe of an updated CH-7 variant was shown again. This indicated that the program had not been cancelled, but was instead undergoing a deep and sustained design refinement phase. The fact that the maiden flight only occurred recently reinforces the assumption that development faced significant technical challenges, particularly in balancing stealth requirements, endurance, speed, and aerodynamic efficiency within a single platform. Chinese state media have emphasized that the current configuration of the CH-7 is purely focused on reconnaissance roles. One of the drone's chief designers even stated that the version currently flying is a high-speed reconnaissance drone rather than an attack platform. This clarification is important, as many observers had long suspected that the CH-7 would carry internal weapons and function as a stealth strike drone. By clearly defining its role, China appears intent on positioning the CH-7 as part of the combat data collection and distribution chain, rather than as a direct strike executor. The key feature of the CH-7 lies in its design, which follows a long-associated approach to stealth aircraft. In this configuration, the wings and fuselage are blended into a smooth, tailless structure, reducing radar reflections while improving aerodynamic efficiency. The engine air intake is positioned on the upper surface of the fuselage, a design choice intended to shield the engine from enemy radar exposure. Meanwhile, the exhaust employs a semi-shrouded nozzle to suppress infrared and radar signatures from the rear. Video footage broadcast by CCTV also shows the CH-7 as an aircraft with a wide wingspan, flat surfaces and smooth contours, reflecting consistent application of low absorbency design principles. From an operational concept perspective, the CH-7 is designed to rapidly penetrate contested airspace, collect reconnaissance data in real time, and then relay that information to manned aircraft, command centers, or long-range strike platforms. This allows manned aircraft to receive targeting guidance without having to enter enemy air defense zones. Such an approach aligns with modern doctrines that position drones as the eyes and ears on the front line, as well as critical data links within an integrated combat network. Interestingly, early reports indicated that the CH-7 was originally targeted to fly in 2019, but subsequent coverage revealed that this schedule slipped significantly. The program initially underwent several major design revisions, reflected in changes to its technical specifications. The CH-7's wingspan reportedly increased from approximately 22 meters to 27.3 meters. Conversely, its maximum takeoff weight was reduced from around 10 tons to approximately 8 tons. These changes suggest a shift in design philosophy, from a heavier platform, possibly intended as a weapons carrier, to a lighter and more efficient reconnaissance aircraft. Meanwhile, the CH-7's cruising speed is now reported to be around Mach 0.5, with a maximum operating altitude of approximately 16,000 meters and an endurance of up to 16 hours. These figures place the CH-7 among modern high-altitude, long-endurance drones, while its stealth characteristics remain a rarity within this class. Analysts assess that the CH-7's reconnaissance radius could exceed 2,000 kilometers, making it a strategic asset for wide-area surveillance without reliance on bases located close to conflict zones. In a broader context, the success of the CH-7's maiden flight cannot be separated from the reputation of the CH family as a whole. Chinese state media have long promoted the series as one of the country's most successful defense exports. In 2016, People's Daily reported that more than 10 countries had become customers of CH series drones. Countries such as Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Nigeria were cited as operators. However, the exported systems have generally been conventional armed and reconnaissance drones, not strategic stealth platforms like the CH-7. As such, the CH-7 does not appear to be intended for export, at least in its early stages. Instead, it is more plausibly viewed as a domestic military asset, designed to support China's ambitions in increasingly contested regions, ranging from the South China Sea to the broader Indo-Pacific. Its ability to collect data in high-risk areas without detection would provide a significant advantage in modern military planning and operations. Ultimately, the CH-7's maiden flight represents not an endpoint, but the beginning of a more critical phase. Further testing will determine whether the drone can truly meet its original design goals. However, one thing is clear: China is no longer content with merely following trends. Through the CH-7, China is demonstrating its determination to build a long-range, stealth unmanned aircraft ecosystem capable of competing at the highest level, an effort that could reshape the global military technology landscape in the years ahead.